السلام ورحمة الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله الله إلى الناس كافة بهداية الناس. Dear brothers and sisters, we have gathered here together for the Jumma prayer, inshallah. We all know that we are going through a very diverse situation around the world. Our brothers in the Middle East, they are being relieved for a while, inshallah. There is a ceasefire proclamation came out. May Allah ease them. May Allah make everything easy for them. Besides, we have been observing a massive wildfire took place in the country, United States country, and that's in California, and a huge amount of people have lost their homes, and even few masajids reportedly got kind of burnt, got entirely burnt. It's very strange that it's Allah's will how the technologically there is no other country, possibly no other country is as much advanced as United States about their infrastructures and everything, but this is Allah's will. No one can withstand against this. It's just like a rubble. 3-4 story buildings just fell down like there is nothing. There is a huge wisdom in that for us. We are remembering our brothers and sisters who lost their homes, and we will be, inshallah, spreading our hand toward them for our help, inshallah. Now, in the beginning, I'd like to recite an ayah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون عن المنكر. Indeed, you are the best nation produced as an example for mankind. You enjoin what is right and forbid what is wrong, and believe in Allah. So, what is our duty as a Muslim? If I am praying 5 times, if I am giving zakah, if I am performing everything by myself correctly, is this good enough? So there is a hadith that one day Rasulullah was with his companions. We are familiar with Bedouins. Suddenly a person came in and he asked, "Oh Muhammad, what is Islam? What is Iman?" He said, "Okay, there are 5 things. Shahada Allah ilaha illa, if you say there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad Rasulullah, and you pray, you give zakah, if you have the ability, you do charity, zakah, do hajj, and just 5 things." Then he said, "Wallahi la azidu alayhi wa la anqus." I swear by Allah, I will not do anything more than that, but I will not customize that and do less. I will exactly do these 5 things. Then he went back to his place, After he just went out, Rasulullah was talking to his companions. He said, look at this guy. If he was saying the truth, then look at this guy. He's a man of Jannah. Okay. Now, we see that in a hadith very clearly Rasulullah was saying that to a person who just coming in, like meeting Rasulullah just once and going back. Do we have any evidence that Rasulullah said such thing to Abu Bakr? Umar? I don't know. And so much I got to study or I got to know. I don't have any evidence that he said such things to his close companions. So here are two things. One is about individual's capability. Many things were allowed for other people, but when Rasulullah observed that in Abu Bakr, in a person like Abu Bakr, it hurted him. Like, Abu Bakr, how did you do that? In Surah Layl, there is an ayah, Allah revealed that when the matter of ifk, some blunders people were giving on Umm Aisha radiallahu anha. So the people who were involved in this issue, one of them was relative of Abu Bakr radiallahu anha, Aisha radiallahu anha as well, as Aisha radiallahu anha was his daughter. So seeing that, Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu said, he used to help him financially often. He said, I will not help him financially anymore. So it is not zakah, it's not something he has to do, he's bound to do, but he just said, because he is like kind of spreading rumor against his own daughter, it's very difficult for someone to continue doing charity to the person who is blaming his own daughter. And she is al-Mu'mineen. It was okay for anyone else, but even Allah didn't like that. Allah revealed an ayah in Surah Layl, and he was discouraged. But Abu Bakr, this is not expected from Abu Bakr. That can be anyone else, but Abu Bakr is Abu Bakr. He's such a person that when Jibreel alayhi salam comes and asks, that Allah gave him salam and asked, how are you feeling being a bankrupt for Allah? So everything is not same for everyone. So the thing that was okay for a Bedouin, that is not same for a person like Abu Bakr. Now, there's another thing. It's not only being Bedouin and not Bedouin. Now, even within the people of Medina, was it like everyone is capable enough to do the activism? Or from the people of Makkah? We know that Rasulullah sent Salim Mawla Abu Huzaifa radiallahu anhu, sent Mus'ab ibn Umair radiallahu anhu to Medina for preaching Islam. Even before he goes there, before Hijrah. Why? Because these guys have the capability to do this work. If we all go on thinking it's my duty only to pray and give zakah, then who has the duty to teach someone how to calculate the zakah? Is it the duty of the teacher who is just teaching in the madrasa? So we have to understand that the activity is the first portion, but activism is also something that Islam prescribes us to do. Allah is saying, "Kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrijat lin-nas ta'muruna bil ma'ruf wa tanhauna 'anil munkar." You will enjoin the good and prohibit the bad. So this is basically the main term of activism. I do come to the prayer. I have a brother in my house. Me telling him, make Udu, let's go to the prayer. That is activism. Because and there's another thing that when it comes about calling others, the first condition is I have to be performing that. If I'm not doing this myself, I cannot call others to do that. So Islam always tells us, do yourself first, then ask others. In Surah Saf, Allah is saying, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu lima taquluna ma la taf'alun. O believers, why do you say such thing that you don't do by yourself? Kabura maqtan indallahi an taqulu ma la taf'alun. It is a matter of extreme anger. Maqt is a level higher than ghadab. Ghadab is being angry, and maqt itself means is a very extreme anger, and Allah is again putting the word kabura. Kabura means being high or being big. So it's a big matter of wrath for Allah that you tell someone to do something but you don't do. So basically, activities follow the activism. So I have to pray and then I have to call someone to prayer. I have to give zakah, then I have to tell someone to give zakah. Now, in this kind of situation today, we are standing over here. I have mentioned in the beginning that a lot of our brothers and sisters are going through a very difficult situation. Yes, we got to know that the place, the wildfire is not that much based on our community, but as we are the best ummah, it's our responsibility to spread our hand to others. Now, how do we define which is best? Is it like who has the wealth more, who has the more technology? No. This is the values what makes you best or worse. If I have $1 million of money, but my money is only for my pleasure and luxury, and I don't feel like to donate in the cause of Allah, donate in the to help the people who are in suffering, then it doesn't make me, I would say, quote unquote, best ummah. If I can feel the hardship of other people, if I can relate my situation with others, if I see that the people are in Yemen going through hunger and it gives me pain, if I see that people in Gaza are in trouble and it gives me pain, I see that the people in Syria, they are in trouble and that gives me hardship, I feel bad in my heart for that. So that makes me a good Muslim. This is one of the symptoms. This is not the definition, but it's a symptom. So the Muna social service is trying to gather some money to donate for right now. This is an urgent situation going on in for our brothers in California, and we are trying to help them out best of our capacity, whatever capacity we have, whatever the abilities we have. As Allah Rasulullah said, Al-Yad al-Ulya khayrun min al-Yad al-Sufla. Always the hand which is upper hand is better than the lower hand. If you have, then another thing, if you have fallen in a situation that you don't have the ability to be the upper hand, that's okay. But Allah always likes more the upper hand. means the hand that donates. So I would like to request everyone that you spread your hand and widen your heart for the people who are in suffering, and even many people, they have $1 million house, but when it's right away burnt out, they don't even have a place to sleep in the night. It doesn't matter how much money he has, but right now his situation is no way better than a person who is like um, a homeless person. A lot of people are suffering right now in this kind of situation. So it's our duty, it's our turn to show what we can do. Maybe it's a little one, little amount, maybe it's a small portion, but if we do that, we also can call other people to do it. It's a moral obligation for Muslims. If I'm not doing, I cannot call others. I cannot tell others, you come donate. And sadaqat, there is if we look into the masarif zakat, sadaqat, you can donate money for one a very significant cause mentioned there. وَالْمُؤَلَّفَةِ قُلُوبُهُمْ, that you can donate money so that other people feel compassionate toward you. We know that, like, yes, in America, Muslims are not the wealthiest community, but even if we go forward with whatever ability we have, it creates a good image for us. So why? Then again, why it is necessary to create a good image for us? Because this is the identity we are bearing everywhere. Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, even before he was a prophet, he used to be called Al-Amin in his community, within his people. So for perspective of a Muslim being in West, it is necessary to have a good image. And this is a very significant way to build our this image when we see that other people are in trouble, and we can help them according to whatever we have the ability. So I will urge you all to help the people in suffering in California after this wildfire. It's more than 75,000 individuals are homeless, and it's like 12,000 homes and structures burned down, uh, and there are several mosques even reportedly within that. So, and Mona Social Service is trying to get a $500 budget for that, and we are actually uh, reaching out to you so that you can donate, and our brothers can uh, like bring this money to those needy people, and whatever what other stuff is needed. So sometimes food is also food, clothes. You know, clothes are something that catches the fire very easily. So a lot of people even needing clothes in America. That's very, I mean, it's difficult to imagine, but this is what situation is going on there. May Allah give us tawfiq to stand for our brothers and sisters everywhere. We keep them in our dua and we spread our hand to help them, inshallah. Alhamdulillah. الحمد لله أستعينه وأستغفره وأعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له واشهد ان لا اله الا الله وحده لا شريك له واشهد ان محمدا عبده ورسوله ارسله الى الناس بشيرا ونذيرا وداعيا الى الله باذنه وسراجا وقمرا منيرا. May Allah give us tawfiq to work on whatever our abilities. We help each other. And one other things I would like to mention, whatever work we are doing for the sake of Allah, this is very mandatory matter to keep our niyyah very clean and clear. That if I'm doing that for the sake of Allah, may Allah grant it. Ikhlas is very fundamental issue for any kind of good deeds we are performing, any kind of ibadah. You know. And Allah mentioned in the Quran, "Ud'u ila sabili rabbik bil hikmati wal maw'izati hasanati wajadilhum billati ahsan." So here, one point of calling people to the Islam with hikmah, the term hikmah. The hikmah means wisdom in general meaning. In some points, in some narrations, it came that hikmah actually explicitly means hadith. But in a wider sense, it means that whatever the appropriate attire you can call people. So why I'm bringing this? Because this is the social service is also part of big hikmah. Now, today, if any of my relative dies, I would like to reach out to some people who can help me do his or her ghusl and takfeen. So these are kind of services provided from some Islamic centers. Maybe sometimes I'm not that much related to the masjid, but when I'm falling in this kind of situation, and I have to come to some brothers and they're helping me, or even sisters, if it is a lady. So that pulls my heart toward that Islamic institution, Islamic center. It's a khidmah I'm taking. It's a social service. The social service is a very big element of da'wah. This is toward Muslims and non-Muslims as well. So, social service is we have to use, that's a part of our da'wah, and this is the way, the wisdom we use to spread out the message of Islam. And more specifically, in the land like West. The Western land, this is, we don't have much privilege to spread out very precise Islamic information to others. Rather, we have to spread out the information and our messages through these kind of social activities. I might not have an opportunity to reach out or to be introduced to someone, some people in the Christian community. But this is an opportunity for us, for Muslims, to reach out into the very own people of America, or very people of Americans, maybe Christians, maybe some of them are Jews, maybe some of them are Hindus or others, other religions. But in this kind of situation, we don't look at their religion, rather we look at their trouble. We see them, they're suffering, we help them, regardless of their religion, their faith, their race, anything. And this is what expected from the Muslims, and this is what the hikmah and the Muslims' activism is meant for. May Allah give us tawfiq. May Allah give every one of us tawfiq to withhold the message of Islam, extend our hearts, hands, and widen our hearts to the people who are in suffering, and may Allah give us tawfiq to help them financially and any other ways, with any other means, as they are in trouble situation. بارك الله لنا ولكم في القرآن المجيد ونفعنا وإياكم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم. استغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المؤمنين استغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. You can finish salah, inshallah, and I think I don't need to
Announcement.
announcement anymore.
For the
Inshallah.
big games.
So there are brothers. If you want to donate, there are some brothers in the, who are associated with the center. You can communicate with them. The brothers will be over there. When you are going out, you can give the money to them. Today, whatever collection we are having in the mosque, we are giving them to this. This cause of helping the people whose everything is burned down, and they are kind of, even after being millionaires, they are homeless. This is actually very um, tragic situation. If you have everything, but out of nowhere you have nothing now. So may Allah give us tawfiq to help them, inshallah.